as we begin SCS number 156 here today. Good luck to all teams involved. And our first matchup will be on Water Hazard. Water Hazard, of course, a very, very balanced map. Any types of ships can work on this map. You can run close range and flank. You can run long range. You can run mid range. You can run any range as long as you're in range.
How about high range?
High range works, low range works, on the range works, in the range works. Well, in the range probably doesn't work out as well, but you get the point. Anyway, here we go with the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Don't Get Married, piloted by Solidus Bucket. We have a Meta Galleon here, a Hwacha carronade on the short side. Long side is a Lumber and a Flak with a Hades and a Flare on the back. Ship number 2 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Hades Mobula, Meta Mobula set up with a double Artemis on the bottom, Gatling and a Flare on the wings. Ship number 3 is the GFA Flying Flounder, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. A Mercury Mobula with a double Artemis on the bottom and a Gatling and a Flare on the wings. And ship number 4 is the Rock Lobster, piloted by Alltech. We have a triple Artemis Junker. Artemis front, Artemis is on, or excuse me, Artemi on the other side with a Gatling and a Banshee. That is a fairly standard pub meta junker right there by the Rock Lobster. As this matchup is underway, 20 minutes in every match. First blood advantage, of course, is important for wins and losses. However, kill count is really the most... Obviously, winning is the most important. You win both your matches, you're going to the finals. But in the case of, say, everybody going 1-1 in the round robin, kills are very important. So every kill matters, not just first blood. So even if you go down 5-0, if you can pick up 3 cheap ones to close out the match before you lose, hey, those are going to matter later on. So make sure to get those kills as shots are out right there from the GFA Flying Flounder as the first engagement has begun for SCS number 156. And Flying Flounder is going to have a bit of a range advantage with that Mercury. However, on Water Hazard, it's not as much of an advantage because those Hades with Lesmok can still reach them at this range.
Indeed,
Lumberjack.
It seems the red team has this very good in hand because they have more long-range guns, maybe, like blue team. Blue team has the Junker, so those 2 guns, maybe 1 gun aiming at the red team, but red team has in the entire Mobula and a Galleon against them, so that's... And 2 heavy guns, actually, so that's pretty much more firepower on the long-range side.
Yeah, but keep an eye on the Don't Get Married. They are looking to flank here. They're getting a little closer here. A very interesting play. They have long-range advantage. They're going to mid-range here. Red going to mid-range, and they are setting up on the Rock Lobster, it looks like, is the Don't Get Married. They are moving in. They are lining up those Lumberjacks. Yes, they are lining up the Lumberjack. Striking true onto the Rock Lobster. That appears to be what the game plan was. However, they've also put themselves into Artemis range.
Indeed, Reborn is going for the Flying Flounder. They're both attacking 1 ship. I mean, it's not that bad. You're damaging the ship, but you should focus on the target with the long-range shots because you won't do much damage. Only long range, and like sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't.
Well, right now, the GFA Flying Flounder is winning their 1v1 against the Reborn. They're picking up a hull break with 50% permahull damage, 60, 70, 80, 85% permahull damage against the Reborn.
Artemis.
That is a big, big win early on for the GFA Flying Flounder. That might get paid off if they can land a full clip of a charged Mercury. That's 1. Will they get the second one? Yes, they will, but it does not break the hull. Oh, that does not break the armor. Bad luck right there for the GFA Flying Flounder. That would have been a guaranteed kill with the Artemi following up. Oh, just missing with the Mercury. Oh, bad luck right there. Rock Lobster winning that 1v1 against the Reborn, though. And now they're picking up the Hades. Will they pick up the hull break? Oh, the clutch armor. The clutch armor rebuild. Or not rebuild, but the clutch mallet on the armor by the Reborn. Good job by that hull side engineer on the Reborn. In fact, we'll check to see who's on that hull a little bit later, as it looks like both ships have turned for the Don't Get Married. Let's take a look at the Don't Get Married right now. They are in a 1v2 situation right now. Of course, the Mobula trying to apply pressure as well, but the Don't Get Married will get hull broken for their efforts. All set up by pushing back the Reborn. Alto Trading Company really coming to play here. This is a great showing so far by Alto Trading Company. Really controlling the engagement. A little surprised to see GFA Flying Flounder winning that 1v1, but it's set them up very well so far. And they are just taking their time and picking off components left and right, picking off the armor. They picked up another hull break. That's going to be some more perma-hull damage. But they are camping that armor, though. That armor comes back up very, very quickly. Reborn moving in very close right now. Looks like they're going to go to close range. Looks like they're going to go greased. They're going to go greased. Yes, they're going to go greased Hades here. They've decided they've had enough of this foolishness. They're going greased Hades onto the Flying Flounder. They're going to try to win this 1v1 at mid-range. Probably for the best right now. However, Rock Lobster turning their short side to the Reborn. They are going to put some Gatling onto the Reborn. As 5 minutes have gone by in this matchup, the Rock Lobster trying to shove the Reborn back. Rock Lobster may be making a mistake here moving in on the Reborn. This might be a mistake. They're going to move right into the Don't Get Married's broadside here. This may be a mistake. They are realizing that. However, it could be too little too late if they get balloon popped.
Reborn is indeed very damaged here. They went for close to mid-range combat. They risked it so they could do some damage to the Rock Lobster. They are indeed heavily engaging the Rock Lobster. However, the GFA Flying Flounder are damaging the Don't Get Married, disabling their guns so they won't shoot the Rock Lobster, not Rocking Lobster. The Reborn is going for the GFA Flying Flounder as well as Don't Get Married. Hades, Artemis, everything goes for the GFA Flying Flounder. However, they are good at dodging bullets right there, the Flying Flounder. Reborn is trying their best to stay out of the shots from the Flying Flounder. However, they are losing armor.
Oh,
they
Reborn
just
hull
lost
broken.
armor.
Yes. They're diving.
Yeah, they're diving so they can dodge the arcs and bullets that will fly. Don't Get Married is now 2 against 1. Armor's broken. They are receiving hull damage, heavy fire. They might get. They might die here very soon.
No, not quite. But
oh,
man,
they
Blue's
managed to get the armor back up. They managed to get the armor back up.
Blue's game plan is absolutely flawless so far. Not a scratch on that paint job. Meanwhile, Chef Xedeon's potatoes au gratin just having difficulty. I said before, it's not often that you see teams win 1v1s against a Sunstrom piloted Mobula. But my goodness, they are winning all of the 1v1s as Alto, and not only that, they're putting Red in a defensive position to where they have to go into 1v2s. My goodness, Alto really come to play here today. Gotta give them credit. Meanwhile, shots going out from Red onto the Rock Lobster. They are missing those shots though. Looks like Don't Get Married will be the target here. No, I stand corrected. They're targeting both of them. They're trying to use the balloon of the Don't Get Married to try to shield the Reborn. A smart plan right there, buying themselves a little bit of time, as GFA Flying Flounder is in trouble now. They are balloon broken, but they're going to dive down just a little bit here. Because of that balloon break, they are trying to put Hades out. Those Hades are missing, though. Those are just barely missing. Oh, there's a kill on the Galleon. Looks like the Rock Lobster picking up with the Artemis. That will be 1-0 in favor of Blue. That is first blood. Reborn, meanwhile, in trouble with 15% perma. Oh, they back up into environment. Oh, that could be a mistake. Oh, that could come back to haunt them. There's
that is
that should be
a
kill.
mistake.
Yes, a rare mistake. A very rare mistake by Chef Xedeon's potatoes au gratin. It is 2-0 in favor of Blue. Look at these blue ships right here. Not a scratch on the paint job. Not a scratch on the paint job. Well done by Alto Trading Company in this first engagement with about half the match gone by.
Indeed. 11-15 minutes left. 11:50, then not 15. Don't Get Married just spawned waiting for their ally. There it is. The Reborn is back, and now they are both going to find the blue team, as well as blue team are going to fight the red soon. Soft cover between the teams so they won't spot each other at the first time.
Yes, and
they are, however, in range of long range guns, and oh, there it is, first shot. Missed.
Yeah, they're about 2,000 out. Remember, every square is 500 meters, so they're about 2,000, actually about 1,750 out from each other. So definitely in lumber range, definitely in mercury range. Lesmok Artemis range, I believe, as well. Yes, in fact, they are in Lesmok Artemis range. A normal Artemis range, no, but they need Lesmok to hit them, so only that gunner's really going to be putting shots out there from the Rock Lobster. In fact, let's check their choices. on the Alto Junker. In fact, they have one Lesbach, one Burst, and one Greased in play. That Greased most likely will be for that Banshee. Meanwhile, shots going on to the Flying Flounder. It looks like Red has what they are looking for here. They are just outside of the Artemis range for anything but Lesbach. That means they've got a 2v1 on the Flying Flounder. This is what they're looking for right here. This exact range. Flying Flounder is looking for cover with about 10 minutes left in the match. I believe half the match exactly has gone by now. If my timer is correct, maybe a little bit more than half.
5 seconds off.
5 seconds off. See, look at that. We are... Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that.
Congratulations.
I know, right? I can tell time. It's okay. Everything's fine. As GFA Flying Flounder now going into the Reborn. This is a great move by Blue. They've got the 2v1 with hard cover against the Don't Get Married. They've got to go the long way to get over there. Oh, this is great by Blue. They are focusing the Reborn, and they're taking full advantage with a hull break. That Mercury rating true on the Reborn. Reborn is diving, though. Of course,
Indeed,
Reborn.
Dodging,
yeah, of course,
dodging
Reborn.
most of the shots.
Of course, Alto does not have any balloon breaking other than that one Banshee and the flare gun. So Reborn, of course, taking full advantage of the Mobula's superior vertical speed with two balloon tools, a hydrogen and a shoot vent.
Indeed. Reborn is rising up to gain some arcs on the GFA Flying Flounder. However, he's 2 against 1.
Hull break Reborn.
Up there it is, armor broken, less than half of their hull left. Don't Get Married is trying to support their team with range fire on the GFA Flying Flounder.
They're finally
both
in the
teams
engagement.
are engaging the Flying Flounder.
Yes, they
Indeed.
are.
They are now going for the Galleon.
Bit of a mistake right there by the Flying Flounder. They moved right in front of the Rock Lobster's firing arcs on the Artemi. That may cost them, but however, they are moving behind cover, so it does not look like it'll cost them a hull break there. So they're doing okay. Rock Lobster should not be going out there right there. They should be moving back behind that mountain and engaging the Reborn in a potential 2v1. They're a little exposed right now. I do not like this play by the Rock Lobster.
They might maybe.
They're going to get hull broken. They're going to get hull broken. They are hull broken.
But now Reborn went too far, and GFA Flying Flounder has the arc from the hard cover, so Don't Get Married can't engage them. So now it's 2v1 against Reborn.
No, they're going to move into arc here very quickly. Reborn is trying to shove the Rock Lobster out, trying to bait the Flying Flounder into the engagement. They have done so, and they're going to get Hades out. They need to take advantage of this, though. They will get the balloon break. They will get the hull break. Yes, they will. That's what they were looking for right there. They get the hull break on the Flying Flounder. That's going to pick up a quick 50% perma on the Flying Flounder, and suddenly Chef Xedeon's Potatoes au Gratin in firm control of this matchup. Even though they're down 0-2, they are in firm control of the engagement, I should say, not the matchup so far. Blue's still in control of the matchup.
They've got 7.5 minutes to pull it back.
That's true. They can wait it out for to win. Only it's 0-2, but hey.
It would be a win, however, just winning sometimes isn't enough. Teams that have won in SCS before don't necessarily have the respect that comes with it. Sometimes putting on a good showing really gives the teams that level of respect. As looks like Flying Flounder has an alley to snipe through, as they are taking full advantage of that against the Reborn. Meanwhile, it looks like Red is going to go for the Flying Flounder. Yes, they are. Looks like they have overstayed their welcome, has the Flying Flounder. They need to get behind cover in a hurry. They might, however, get a hull break on the Don't Get Married. No, they lost arc on the Mercury.
Indeed. Blue team is really in danger here. Rock Lobster is engaged by both ships, red ships. So he's receiving heavy damage, losing armor. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Hull damage.
No,
one more.
No flak.
Don't Get Married is going for the arc.
No flak.
Oh,
no
he
flak.
lost arc.
I think the flak got the hull break on that. I
Up there it is.
what happened.
Oh!
Yeah, but the armor's already back up. So they're going for the Flying Flounder now. That should be a kill. That should be a kill if those shots rain true. In fact, yeah, there are the flaks right there. And there's the kill by the Reborn finishing it up. It is 2-1, and Rock Lobster should go down here pretty quickly. Red should be in firm control here now. That should be a balloon break, a hull break, and a ship break any second. However, it looks like Rock Lobster's holding on. They're going to try to pick up some cheap perma to no avail. 2-2 all tied up. Mirwin calling for a timer in chat.
However, blue team still has the first kill advantage.
Yes,
Of
they
course,
do.
in score, it doesn't mean anything.
True, but the win could be beneficial later on. That could be a crucial win for Blue if they hold on. But, of course, we'll cross that bridge
Say
later.
that.
Right now, we've got a 2-2 tie game here with 5:45 left
They're
now, probably
they're
5:30.
waiting on the blue team
5:20 now.
spawn. They're waiting on the blue team spawn, ready to engage if they spawn. That is. Oh, well, let's see where
They
did they
spawned in.
spawn. Oh, they
Oh,
spawned.
beautiful spawn by Blue. Oh, that's a great spawn point. They're gonna have arcs on the Reborn perfectly.
Yeah, but I need to wait, or at least get
They're already
closer.
spotted. They're already spotted.
Up, yep, they're spotted.
Yeah, they are spotted. Teams are spotting each other. Yeah, it doesn't matter now. You need to put the shots out if you're already spotted. If you're Rock Lobster, you need to get that Lesmok Artemis working right now. Meanwhile, the GFA Flying Flounder has been spotted as well. The Don't Get Married has not been spotted, though.
Indeed, he's still behind hard cover.
Yes, he is. Let's take a look at him real quick.
Now he's shooting the building. Well, yeah, great hitboxes right there. But the Reborn is now being engaged by Flying Flounder. He's been spotted, so both teams are now spotted. Don't Get Married.
Oh,
however,
they're moving in. Yes, they are
They
unspotted.
are moving in for the flank. Blue team has no idea where they are. They might have an idea, but they don't see them, so they're still firing for the Reborn.
Yes, they are. They're getting into short-range combat. Oh, this is a beautiful play by the Don't Get Married. The failure to spot the Galleon is going to cost the GFA Flying Flounder. That's a hull break on the Flying Flounder. Reborn is saved from their hull break as engineers scramble on the GFA Flying Flounder. Rock Lobster needs to make an aggressive move right now on the Don't Get Married. They need Artemai pounding into the heavy guns that Don't Get Married. Too little, too late. Red has taken the lead, 3-2. Now the Chunker.
Rock Lobster is now alone.
Yes, he is. Rock Lobster all alone. And he's got not much to work with. He does have some hard cover to work with. He can dive behind that hard cover. And indeed, he does dive behind the hard cover. He's going to get hard cover against the Reborn. However, the Reborn in hot pursuit, the Don't Get Married, will be chasing around from the other side, most likely. Yes, they are going to go around the other side. Well, let's watch from the Rock Lobster's perspective here as they are in trouble. Fire stacks going out. Reborn trying to put Artemai into the guns of the Rock Lobster. Don't Get Married moves around. GFA Flying Flounder spawns in on the flank of the Don't Get Married. Will this be a mistake, though? Rock Lobster hull broken. Flying Flounder trying to put shots into the Don't Get Married, trying to desperately pick up guns off the Don't Get Married. Rock Lobster almost down. They are down 4-2, 3 minutes remaining in this matchup. GFA Flying Flounder now all alone. Snowball could be in effect right now as the Don't Get Married putting shots out, but they do get a hull break on the Don't Get Married. They do get a hull break out there, 25% perma, 30%, 35%. Armor
They're
going back
far
up,
away
hydro
enough,
burn by the
so
Don't Get Married.
they might survive. GFA Flying Flounder, that is.
They're going to survive them, but they need their other ship back in. The problem is it's a 1v2 right now. Rock Lobster spawning back in. Let's see where they spawned in. They spawned in very far away. I do not like that spawn at that range. Unless they're running with the GFA Flying Flounder. They have no way to engage that. Flying Flounder is in a 1v2. That spawn might have been a mistake.
It all depends on where the spawns are. If they were in the open, closer to the red team, that would be a waste.
True, however, GFA Flying Flounder does get hard cover, so they are okay for right now. 2 minutes remaining. Blue needs 2 kills in a hurry.
Indeed, 2 or more kills in 2 minutes.
Yes, they do. They need those kills fast here as GFA Flying Flounder trying to wait for their opportunity. Looks like Rock Lobster is going to put some pot shots onto the Don't Get Married. Looks like those are some Lesmok rockets going in to the Don't Get Married. No, those will actually be burst rockets going to the Don't Get Married. They are in range of the Artemai, the standard range, which is about 1337. And shots going to the GFA Flying Flounder. Reborn looking to avenge their first death and try to win a 1v1 here against the GFA Flying Flounder. They are winning it so far.
Now both blue ships are going for the Reborn. They are trying to get him get kill on. Well, he has only half of their hull. They are repairing the armor quite fast, so there's no hull break yet. Rock Lobster is now being engaged by the Don't Get Married. Reborn still being engaged by 2 ships, but he is surviving. 1 minute left on the clock.
And there should be overtime in this unless a kill goes out. There should be overtime. So Blue has something to work unless Yeah, again, unless blue gets killed.
Blue gets killed or spots are shaken on both teams.
Highly doubt that's going to happen on Water Hazard, but it could happen as GFA Flying Flounder has been hull broken, balloon broken. Oh, they are trying desperately. They're trying to hydro. They're going to hydro their own balloon out, most likely. No, Fire may take care of it, or the Hades. The Hades will take care of that. In fact, both blue ships have been balloon broken. Red in firm control right now of this engagement and the matchup. Shots going off from the GFA Flying Flounder, and they are trying to break that Hades. However, it looks like they're going to pick up hull, which is perfectly fine. GFA Flying Flounder will take that, as there's almost an armor break on the Reborn. Reborn with a sliver of armor. Rock Lobster, balloon broken. We have overtime call by Earbud Music. The ref has called overtime, as we are in a 3-minute overtime, folks. We have 3 minutes to finish up the engagement. That means, of course, that component breaks need to happen in order to keep this engagement going. That should not be a problem, however, considering the sheer amount of balloons being broken so far by Red. Blue needs to pick up a kill now. Red is moving for cover. Are they moving for hard cover?
Yep, they are
Red is moving for hard cover. Red is moving for hard cover, saying
they want to
win,
shake
GG.
the spots real quick.
They want to shake the spots and play the timer for the win. However, they've not shaken those spots just yet. They've not shaken the spots. There's still an engagement going on. There's still an engagement. GFA Flying Flounder has moved in. They had to do it. No choice.
One needs to drop down as well as Don't Get Married.
No, they can't. They can't. The GF. It's still an engagement. Don't Get Married has baited. They've baited the Flying Flounder in. They have successfully done so. They are down to about 10% perma. Rock Lobster is still spotted. Rock Lobster still has firing angles onto the Reborn. Rock Lobster is still shooting. There's still an engagement. In fact, the Don't Get Married now shooting the Flying Flounder. Looks like they are not playing the timer. They are going to go for the kill to win. They're going for the GFA Flying Flounder. They just baited blue into an engagement which they have full advantage of. A great play by Red right there, as they are just waiting to pick up. They're waiting to pick up the Flying Flounder. There almost is a hull break. There is a hull break. That should finish them off if they get hits. There it is right there. Red wins 5-2 in overtime.
Congratulations to the red team. That first win is yours, and now we're going to have a match with Alto Trading Company against the Boogaloo crew. We hear heavy typing in there.
Yes, just responding to somebody in Twitch chat, as we will be right back, folks, with the next matchup of Sunday Community Skirmish number 156.